Hello everyone. This is our last session, of chapter 5 seeds and seeds. So in this session we are going to learn one small poem. Okay, but before that we will revise all the things that we have learned in previous session. So you will get notes also from this PPT. Okay. In session 1, see the aim and the keywords that we have learned to learn about sprouted seeds and the parts of a seed with their functions. Keywords: germination, seed coat, cotyledon, radicle and plumule. Then we have learned about seeds, means what are the seeds. So all flowering plants produce seeds. Flowering plants means what? The plants that giving us flowers. The seeds are a tiny part of a plant which gives rise to a new plant. So from here you can write the definition of seed. Different seed is found in different shapes, sizes and colors. It can be a pip like an apple, a nut in walnut or a bean that pea and pulses. So understood what are the seeds? Yes. Then we have learned the structure of seed in session 1, that there are three parts of seed: seed coat, cotyledon and embryo. See the note on seed coat. It is the outer covering of the seed. It protects the internal parts. Okay. So seed is a present outside. Sorry, seed coat is present outside of the seed and that protects the internal parts of the seed. Then we have learned about cotyledons which present inside the seed, okay, which store the food for the baby plant, for the embryo. Okay, so here we have learned two types of seed leaves, that are monocotyledons and dicotyledons. So mono means what? Single, and di means double. Understood? Then we have learned about embryo, which is also known as a baby plant. It is present inside the seeds which develops into a new plant. Okay, from the diagram we have learned about all these three parts where the embryo gives rise to a baby shoot, that is plumule, and the root, that is radicle. So see the structure of a seed that we have learned. Embryo is made up of two parts. Here plumule and downside radicle. Then outer part is known as seed coat and food store means your cotyledon. Understood the structure of seed? Yes. In first session we have kept one bowl of seeds, okay, for sprouting. Okay, we have done one experiment, the sprouted seeds. The result we have seen in session 2. Then in session 2 we have learned about germination of seed. See the aim: to learn about germination of seed. Two keywords are there: germination and worm. Here we have learned that is what is the germination. So germination means the development of a seed into a new plant. But all seeds do not germinate because all the seeds cannot get the suitable conditions. Now what are that conditions? Air, water and warm temperature. Okay, so only those seeds that get suitable conditions grow into new plants. Okay, see I have written here the conditions necessary for seed to germinate: air to breathe, then water to make the seed coat soft. This enables the baby plant to break the seed coat open and come out. As we know that the seed coat is hard, okay, and thick. So as the water absorbed by the seed coat becomes soft so that plumule and radicals comes out easily. And warmth means that temperature to make its cells active. Okay, see then we have learned the 5 steps of germination. First one, the seeds absorb water through the seed hole. The cells of the embryo start dividing and increasing in size as ourselves. Okay, as we are growing, okay, like that the embryo is also growing inside the seed. Then in second stage we have learned the seed coat breaks open and the root, means first the roots are growing downwards. In third stage we have learned the shoot, that is plumule start growing upwards, which later produces stem and leaves. Then in fourth, when the seedling grows green leaves, it starts making its own food. As the leaves are there, means there is photosynthesis, correct? And that's why in fifth stage the cotyledons dry up and fall. The seedling then develops into a new plant. Understood the germination process? So here is the diagram. Okay, if you want to draw this diagram, you can draw from this slide. You can take a screenshot and then draw in your notebook. Only thing is that you have to write each and every stage name, like I have done on the board. Stage 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Understood session 2 revision? Then session 3. In session 3 we have learned about seed dispersal. See the aim: to learn about different ways of seed dispersal. The keywords are dispersal and scattering. Okay, so first we have learned the definition of dispersal of seed. So you can see here, plants are fixed to the ground. They cannot move from place to place. Okay, as we are going, as we are walking, but plants cannot. But how the plants we can find on the different places? Because of the seed dispersal. So if all the seeds of a plant fall and germinate near it, they will not get favorable conditions for growth. Therefore, it is necessary for them to get scattered and grow away from the parent plant. Means if the overcrowding is there, for example, bus, we can take the example of bus. Okay, bus takes at least 30 to 40, correct? 30 to 40 people in bus. But if the 100 people are there and they want to sit in the bus, they cannot. Means the overcrowding is there. Like that, if the seats are fallen down at a particular place, there is a overcrowding. Means the seeds cannot get the favorable conditions, and that's why the scattering is important. The scattering of seed from growing away from the parent plant is known as dispersal of a seed. So this is the definition of seed dispersal. Okay, then we have learned the ways of seed dispersal. There are some natural agents that help in scattering the seeds away from the parent plant, and these are wind, water, animals, and by the explosion of fruits. Some seeds and fruits develop a special structure that helps them in a dispersal, means in a explosion. Okay, so wind, water, animals, and the explosion of fruits are the ways of seed dispersal. In session 3, we have seen many videos of seed dispersal, means how the seeds are scattering, are spreading away from that parent plant. So first we have learned about wind. Okay, if the seeds are smaller in size and light in weight, so that seeds are dispersed by wind. Then we have learned two examples, that is cotton and dandelion seeds. Okay, because they have fine long hair around them, so they are easily carried away by the wind. So you can see here the dandelion plant and the cotton plant. Okay, you have to keep in mind examples. Okay, you have to learn the examples and the definitions. Then water, seed dispersal by water. Seeds of plants growing in water or near water bodies are dispersed by water, that we have seen in video. These seeds are light in weight and are able to float in water. Means if the seeds are heavy, correct, they cannot float. So that seed should be light in weight, then only they can float in water. The spongy fruit of lotus and fibrous outer covering of coconut make them light. Means the examples of the examples of seed dispersal by water are lotus, water lily and coconut. Okay, so this kind of dispersal helps a seed float on water and move long distances. Understood? So see the examples of dispersal by water, water lily and coconut. Then we have learned seed dispersal by animals. So many fruits and seeds are spread by animals, birds and humans as we are eating the fruits and throwing the seeds away that grows into a new plant. Correct? Squirrels collect nuts and bury them. When the conditions become favorable, these nuts grow into new plants. Means many examples are there of this kind of dispersal. Okay. Birds eat fruits. Sometimes the seeds come out in their dropping undigested. Okay. Means the waste part from their body. Some seeds get stuck to their beaks while eating fruits. When they rub their beaks, the seeds fall down and later on grow into new plants. Means many ways are there that seeds are dispersed by animals. See, you can see the pictures, squirrel, then birds, monkeys, then ourselves, we are also eating like a watermelon, apple, correct? We are throwing that seeds away and that grows into new plant. Then the fourth one, that is the explosion of fruits. So pods of some fruits like peas, beans and balsam burst open or explode when dry or ripen and thus scattering their seeds. So you can see here we have learned and we have seen through video that how the explosion of fruits takes place. Okay, so these are some examples. You can see here wind, then expulsion, animals and water and some examples. Okay, so here we have completed our revision of session 1, 2 and 3. Now we will go towards a small poem, okay, that mentioned in your textbook. So we will read that. Read this poem to know which plant came from where. Okay, as I have told, okay, that many plants are scattered, means the seeds are scattered and the species are there that growing in new plant, means that seeds are growing into new plant because of scattering. But some vegetables, some fruits are there, they came in India from other countries, so that we will learn through one poem. From South America long ago came a tomato, a potato and green chili. So from this poem, okay, you will learn which vegetables or which fruits came from which countries. Okay, see, a cabbage came from Europe and also a pea, means from Europe. Now we are eating, correct, cabbage and pea, so they came from Europe. From Africa came a coffee bean and green bhindi, you know na, lady's finger, so that came from Africa. They crossed the land, they crossed the sea. Did you know this? A mango sang, come in, come in. An orange smiled inside its skin. Welcome to India, a banana said. The methi and spinach, brinjal and radish nodded its head. So all these things like mango, orange, banana, methi, spinach, okay, they are originated by India. Understood the poem? A very small poem is there. It's only for your general knowledge that which fruit, means like tomato, potato, orange, mango. You have to learn that, means you should know all these things. So here we have completed our chapter number 5, seeds and seeds. So I hope that you have understand all the things. Still if you have any doubt, you can ask me anytime. Still, stay home, stay safe, complete your homework, see the videos again and again, and thank you.